Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I want you to close your eyes for a second and just picture a really peaceful town, right as the sun is coming up. The sky is painting itself in all these warm, beautiful colors, birds are flying around, and flowers are just starting to open up. It's this gorgeous morning light, and you can see kids walking happily to school. But here's the thing, while the day is literally just starting for some of us, there are these amazing people out there who are already hard at work all around us. Every single day, these wonderful folks are putting in the hours to make our lives safe, happy, healthy, and, well, comfortable. Today, we're going to explore exactly who these folks are in our explainer, people who help us, everyday heroes around us.
So it really makes you wonder, right? Who actually makes our world safe, happy, and healthy every single day? It's a huge question. I mean, as you're walking to school or maybe riding the bus or even just looking out your living room window, there's this massive network of people working together. It's kind of like a giant moving puzzle, and they're out there right this second making sure our whole community runs smoothly. Let's dive right in and meet them.
Okay, first things first, we need to nail down what an everyday hero actually is. Basically, it's someone who works hard to make our lives comfortable, safe, and happy. They don't wear flashy capes, and no, they definitely don't fly through the sky or lift cars with super strength. But honestly, the work they do is absolutely essential. They are the true heartbeat of our towns and cities. So now that we know what an everyday hero is, let's go meet our very first squad.
First up on our list are health and safety heroes. Let's get into it.
Just imagine those incredibly brave and caring folks who literally jump into action the very second we need them most. When we aren't feeling our best, the doctor is right there, treating us with so much knowledge and kindness. And they're working side by side with the nurse, who makes sure patients in the hospital are comfortable and healing up nicely. But hey, health isn't just about catching a cold. The dentist takes care of our teeth and gums so we can keep those bright, healthy smiles. Oh, and we absolutely can't forget our furry and feathered friends. The veterinarian, or vet, is the special doctor who brings health right back to our sick little puppy friends and kittens. They're amazing. Now, shifting over to safety, we have the heroes who protect us. Picture a police officer helping folks cross a super busy road and just keeping things peaceful in our neighborhoods. Then you've got the firefighter, showing unbelievable bravery, putting out dangerous fires, and actually rescuing people from burning buildings. We also totally rely on the watchman, or security guard, who keeps our buildings and property safe even while we're fast asleep at night. And on a much, much larger scale, the soldier is out there protecting our entire country and its borders. So you see, safety is happening at every single level, from your local street corner all the way to the edges of our nation. All right, let's transition to our next awesome squad, the heroes who feed us. Think about that delicious breakfast you had this morning, or the lunch you're definitely going to eat later. Where does that food actually come from? I mean, it doesn't just magically appear in our kitchens, right? Our food's journey actually starts way out in the green fields with the farmer, who works the land to grow all those crops and vegetables. And early in the morning, as the sun is just peeking up, the fisherman is already out on the river, the lake, or the sea, catching fresh fish. Meanwhile, the milkman is up way before dawn, delivering fresh milk right to our doors so it's ready for our morning cereal. And finally, the baker. They take ingredients like flour and turn them into that fresh, warm bread, sweet cakes, and crunchy biscuits. Every single one of them plays a completely vital role in keeping us fed and energized. People actually wonder about this a lot. What exactly is the difference between a chef and a cook? Well, a chef is someone who cooks really delicious, fancy food professionally, usually in places like big hotels or restaurants. A cook, on the other hand, prepares wonderful, comforting food for families at home, or maybe for larger places like your school cafeteria. But honestly, both of them are working absolute magic in the kitchen to make sure we get delicious meals. It's just in different settings. And we really can't talk about food without taking a quick stroll through the vibrant markets. Imagine just walking past the fruit seller, who's arranging all these bright, fresh fruits, right next to the vegetable vendor with their crisp, healthy veggies. And adding a huge pop of color and beauty to our tables, the florist is right there creating and selling gorgeous flower bouquets. Just picture the bright colors and those amazing smells of all these fresh goods lined up in the market. It's pretty great. Moving right along, let's meet our next group, the builders and fixers.
These are the essential everyday heroes who literally build the houses we live in and the schools we learn in. And the cool thing is, their jobs connect perfectly, kind of like puzzle pieces. First, the engineer uses their smarts to design the buildings and draw up the big plans. Then, the mason steps in, following those exact plans to build the actual houses and walls using really sturdy bricks and cement. Once the whole structure is built, the painter arrives to cover those houses, buildings, and walls with bright, welcoming colors. And inside that house, well, the carpenter uses their skills to make and repair beautiful wooden furniture for us to sit and sleep on. It's a total team effort.
But wait, what happens when things go wrong in our homes or out on the road? Yup, that's when our fixers step in. The plumber is the hero who rushes over to fix our water pipes and taps when there's a messy leak. The electrician safely repairs our electrical wires and appliances, making sure our lights stay on. The mechanic gets right under the hood to repair our family cars, bikes, and machines so we can actually travel. And going all the way down to our feet, the cobbler is there to repair our old favorite shoes and sandals so we can keep running and playing. Their problem-solving skills are just absolutely awesome. All right, up next, keeping our world moving and clean. So we've talked about health, food, and shelter, but we also need to actually get places safely, right? Think about all the amazing ways we travel. We have the driver, who takes people and goods safely from one place to another. Specifically, think about the bus driver who gives you that safe, fun ride to school every single morning. Then we have the train driver, operating those massive, modern trains all across the country. And for those really big trips, the pilot flies airplanes, carrying passengers super high above the beautiful clouds. They all share this one massive responsibility, getting us exactly where we need to be, safe and sound. But honestly, what good is traveling if the places we go aren't nice to look at? That's where this next group comes in. The sweeper is out super early, keeping our roads, schools, and buildings nice and clean. The sanitation worker does the really heavy lifting, collecting waste and garbage to keep our whole city clean and healthy. And the gardener, they're the ones watering the flowers and taking care of all those plants in our beautiful parks. It is so incredibly important to have clean streets and green spaces, and we owe a massive thank you to these specific heroes for their early morning hard work. Okay, we are now arriving at our final squad in this explainer, helpers in our community. These are the amazing folks who help us learn, stay connected, and just keep things running. Inside your colorful classroom, the teacher is there teaching students and helping them learn and grow every day. Over in the laboratory, the scientist is working hard to discover brand new things and solve complex problems for our future. To keep us all connected, the postman walks neighborhood to neighborhood, delivering letters and parcels with a big smile. And right down the street, the shopkeeper is always there helping customers by selling the everyday things that we all need. Now, to maintain fairness in our society, we completely rely on our legal heroes. The judge gives fair, just decisions in a court of law, and they're working right alongside the lawyer, who helps people actually understand those laws and assists them with their legal matters. Together, they make sure the rules are followed and everyone is treated fairly in our community. It's a huge job. And finally, we have the helpers who make sure we're looking our absolute best. The tailor uses their needle and thread to stitch together colorful new clothes, and of course, repair our old ones when they tear. And the barber? They give us those neat, stylish haircuts. They make sure we are always looking sharp and feeling confident when we step out into the world. As we reach the end of our explainer today, I want you to picture something really special. Just imagine all of these wonderful helpers we just talked about. The doctors, the farmers, the builders, the drivers, the teachers. Picture them all standing together with smiling kids and parents in a beautiful town square right as the sun is setting. It's a beautiful thought, right? Because the truth is this, every single worker matters. Every job is important, and every person contributes something completely special to our community. It all really comes down to this one simple idea. When we respect every profession, we build a kinder, stronger, and happier society. This is the core lesson of everything we've looked at today. Because, let's be real, none of us can do it all on our own. We need the farmer just as much as we need the doctor. We need the sweeper just as much as we need the engineer. Together, they are what makes our lives better. So please always remember to respect every profession because every single worker matters. And to all of them, we want to say a massive, massive thank you. Thank you, everyday heroes. I really encourage you to keep this in mind. The next time you see someone working hard in your community, remember the vital puzzle piece they represent. Which leaves us with one final, very important question for you today. Who is the everyday hero that you are going to thank today? Is it your teacher? Maybe the bus driver? Or the person who keeps your school clean? Think about it, and then make sure you actually go and show them your gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me on this awesome journey through our community.